what's so frustrating to me about this team, and just to touch on the offense again, just very quickly, is you mentioned that, they have all these former all-stars, these guys who are great, but like outside of Lindor, who obviously has been kind of underperforming, who on this team has like a long track record of success? I mean, you talk about McNeil, a couple really good seasons. Alonso, one really great year, was down last year. Dom had just one great year. Nimmo, a couple good years. Conforto, like last year was really the year that he really put it all together. I know he was an all-star a few years ago, but that was like kind of an up and down season. I mean, you look at McCann, I mean, he's coming off of just one great year. There is no one in this Mets lineup. And I understand that we have all-stars. We have guys that have played great at times who, if they play to their greatest seasons, they can be great. But the problem is that we don't have a guy like, and I'm just going to look at the crosstown Yankees, like a Aaron Judge, who has put in year after year of success, or elsewhere in the league, like a Jose Altuve or someone like that, or a Xander Bogaerts, who is like shown consistently that they can put up the numbers. And that's my biggest fear with the offense, is that I hear people say, like you said, Andrew, that on paper, this is a great offensive team. But for me, what I see is a bunch of guys who, and I don't want it to be this way. I love this team. I hope to make the playoffs. But my fear is this just a bunch of one-hit wonders? Is that why we're underperforming? People, they fired the hitting coach and they promoted Hugh Quantelbaum, and they're still performing poorly. At what point do you say, maybe it's not the hitting coach, maybe it's just the guys? So
Donnie Stevens got to go.
Don't talk to me about Donnie Stevenson. Every time I see that guy, I want to vomit. It's disgusting. But as a Met fan, I'm born to be skeptical, and we have to make some acquisitions, but when it comes to the offense and the way it's currently constituted, I'm concerned because I don't see a lot of just proven people. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and going off of that, I know the guy that I'm about to throw out is the self-proclaimed, best power hitter in the league. But how consistent is a guy like Pete Alonso? I mean, he hasn't been the guy that he was as a rookie. And I know you're talking about one-hit wonders, and he's a stud, but is he the guy that we once thought he was?
Oh, yeah, I mean, go ahead. He's not gonna hit 53 home runs again. And it's hard to hit 53 home runs. Like I'm not gonna, especially with, it was really a perfect storm between obviously first year in the league and the juice balls. If they were, pretty sure we all know that they were juiced. And if he could be a 35 home run guy, which I know he's got 17 right now, if he can turn it on in the second half, maybe he gets to around 30, 35. And he's never going to be a 300 hitter. Like he's never going to be like an Aaron Judge who would hit like 330 one year. He's just not that guy. He's your power hitting first baseman, which you need. And like, I think that he, is definitely, I think, taking on that role, probably make a few all-star games. And I mean, he's definitely a great piece. To me, I think Lindor is your guy. He was supposed to be, you signed him to be your guy. And you talked about, Mike, about you need consistent, guys, like you're talking about Bogarts and all those guys. Like Lindor was supposed to be that. And it's just so far it hasn't happened. And we'll see with the injury. But like, that's where you got to start to lean on guys like Lindor, guys like, I mean, if you get Bryant, to even Conforto, like he's got to, not hit 200. Like as much as you said he was a one-year wonder last year, he's had some good seasons, had 2015 when he came up, 2017 he was an all-star, and even 2019, the second half of 2019, he played really well. And at a certain point, these guys, they got to step up. Even McNeil, I think he's starting to hit a little bit of a stride. I think I saw yesterday he's up over like 258, 260, right around there. So if he can continue to raise his batting average, it's just like there's so many. Just when you look at the team, there's just a lot of I think spots that are already filled, and I think third base is the only one where like, okay, we're going to add there, and then you're hoping everyone else can hit, because you look at 2019, and I'll say it again, like I think this team is primed for that 2019 just to go on a 10-game winning streak or 14 out of 15 or whatever they did. I think this team's going to do it. I don't know if it's going to be, late July or August, but I think this team's primed for that run where everyone hits their stride at the right time. Maybe I'm just being too optimistic, but it was kind of like this in 2019. They just lulled throughout the first half, and they were bad throughout the first half. They didn't have the pitching like the Mets do now. They didn't have the bullpen like they do now. And then the hitting kind of carried them through the second half. I'm hoping that happens again. I actually think that they're going to go on that run. I think Bryant would be the spark plug that gets them on their run. You got the black jerseys coming back. I think it would, just clubhouse morale will go up if that all happens.